and gentlemen of the jury, we're back, and we have another fantastic reaction video for you today. I've kind of been avoiding discussing it, but apparently Filian is on some sort of hiatus, and people didn't know why. I didn't have information as to why. I know there were videos discussing about it and making their own guesses, but it looks like more Kazahana has something for me to check out. So you know this guy when it comes to VTubing, he's my CNN. So except good. So we're gonna check him out and hopefully we get some information about this. What exactly happened? Why is Filian gone for so long? Let me figure that out. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. If you have any context to support whatever he says or correct anything, let me know. I'm very interested because I do, ever since you guys sent me Filian stuff, I do want to react to more at some point. So without further ado, let's get right into the video.
Okay, so it seems like recently there's been a little bit of an update in terms of Filian and also Chacha, your V-mom. Now, if you don't know, obviously, we covered some drama a while ago where essentially Chacha, your V-mom, was under a lot of fire for a joke that she made about Filian. Now, of course, this was pretty funny at the end of the day, and a lot of people did.
Oh, dang, girl!
But it essentially...
I mean, nothing. I didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing.
Ended up with her getting some backlash from some people over on Twitter.
What was the joke
about this clip? And this clip essentially is talking about where Filian is. Now, if you...
I addressed the rumors about ice yesterday concerning Filian. Oh my god, bro. Are you serious? Are you not allowed to make jokes about that? People make jokes about 9/11. All right, let's see what the joke was. Is he gonna tell me what the joke is?
Haven't been caught up on all of it. I've made quite a few videos.
Ice did knock down Filian's door. Okay, here's what I understand. So you guys told me, based on the comments I've seen and some of the content I've looked at, that the Filian's jokes can go pretty much on the edge. A lot of time, a lot of dark humor, a lot of dirty humor. Often, that's just part of her style. And I'm assuming that Chacha is involved a lot with Filian related stuff. So you should be logically you should expect humor along that line. So I'm thinking that the people who are reacting badly or poorly to this joke are just people who just hate ice, right? They just hate ice with a passion of 1,000 suns to the point where you're not allowed to be in their presence and say anything about ice unless it's negative. I'm assuming, even if it's joking, you get in trouble for it from them, which I find is just distasteful. To be honest, like, leave them alone. You know what I mean? They're just VTubers. Anyways, I want to hear what she says, though, because maybe I'm wrong about this.
I'm going to go back and check it. But essentially, Filian has been away on hiatus, right? She's been away for quite a bit now and ended with her Minecraft marathon, which was with other people like Vidal, Nurasama, and Krelly. And yeah, she ended up adding some little clips and stuff, essentially starting an ARG, right? And people have been following that. We've been
an ARG? We might have to look this up. We might have to react to that, guys.
Through the document that has been covering a lot.
I might need some help looking up some videos or whatever it is on it, guys.
Yeah,
if you don't mind.
As well, there's been more stuff, including Filian deleting videos recently, deleting over 303. I say deleting, removing. We don't know if that.
Why? That's a lot of videos. 303 videos? What do you think that means, guys? Do you think she's going over, you know what it probably means, guys? That probably part of her break is to it might be a rebranding. It might be an attempt to rebrand some certain things in line with a potential sponsor, potentially. Do you think that might be it? I mean, if it is, it's not a big deal to me. But wait, why else would you delete it? Now, I will say this, though. A few months ago, I did private a bunch of old videos that were they were just bad videos, like poor camera, poor lighting. No one was watching them anyway, so I just got rid of them. And it wasn't for any reason other than I just didn't like them anymore. So maybe that could be that too, She's finally rebranding to Filipino boy. Oh my god, what do you mean by that, Filipino boy? What the heck? What does that mean?
privated or fully deleted or whatever. I'm gonna assume it's privated.
Yeah,
but hey,
that's what I did this before. Not
Not
302 videos though.
Have been pretty interested in what is going on, as it seems like she is slowly fading away. And of course, with Chacha
People
being
worried
so
about
close
her?
to Filian, people have been asking, why, where is
People
she?
just
What is she
worried,
doing?
right?
And she essentially made the joke that ICE took her away and deported her, essentially. And of course, this was during a time when
Ha ha ha. Yeah, I get it. It's so okay. I get it now. Now I understand why people attacked her, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them are like tourists. You know what I mean? Like me. Anyways, but yeah, I won't go too deep into it. It really isn't. It really isn't. Honest. I feel like even because I'm also a person who can get sensitive about certain topics. You know what I mean? But I feel like as an adult, like you should have the ability to not lose your shit over it, even if you are concerned about things, because you're an adult and you're supposed to be able to like take information and process them like an adult. So like people are attacking VTubers over any subject, almost pretty much any subject, outside of like one or two random things that's probably like super egregious. I think if you're spending your time trying to like get people in trouble over this stuff, I think you're spending your time the wrong way. Especially when it comes to subjects like this, where like the best thing you really could do is like vote for or against things. Like that's your best option. If you don't want to do that and you just want to yell at people who have no power or influence over the thing you're upset about, like I think you're just wasting your time and energy.
There was a lot of tension, especially with ICE, as some stuff had happened.
Yeah.
Just a couple of days before, I'm pretty sure, whatever.
A couple of days before. How old is this video? What happened a few days ago? Let me see. This was February. Did something else extra happen? Like, oh my god, bro.
And people were pretty mad at that, but it was a joke.
I kid you not, I've been looking a little bit into videos regarding what's been happening with our country, but unfortunately, you have to take a lot of things with a grain of salt, because it's not that just that the information is going to be biased. It's that it's very much manipulative or just plain wrong, and like that kind of information thrives on you not doing research. So I kind of keep it to myself, and I just wait to see if I can find verifiable information before I just express things. You know what I mean? Based off of emotion. That's how I approach things, and that's pretty much how I do things nowadays.
The joke towards Filian, obviously Filian would have found it funny. I think that all the people involved in the joke, I don't think it was really
well, a joke is a joke. Like I let comedians be funny. You know what I mean? It's not that whatever she possibly said, it couldn't have been that serious.
Big of a deal, right? And I think the main audience of
I guess I'll
Chacha
find out
as well don't care either. They were very
the main fans didn't care either. Oh, so they knew. So it's just people outside of the bubble.
Did end up responding to it, saying that she didn't care either, and that all of our audience don't really care. And it was
okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Then you just keep it moving. Then just ignore them.
Very evident
by
looking at the stream and looking at her videos as well. They haven't been disliked all of a sudden or whatever, because her audience sticks with her, which is great to see, right? But it seems like she's actually kind of commented on the Filian situation again, which I thought was quite funny. This is essentially the clip that she had to talk about where Filian is. So this is her next kind of, I guess, she says, I finally came clean about where Filiana is.
Okay,
Filiana.
Guys, I'll tell you what really happened to Filian.
Okay.
It was an accident, but it's kind of my fault. So, I was disciplining Filian.
Uh-oh.
My chancla throw is too powerful with the game.
Oh, really?
So,
Are you Spanish? You said chancla. Oh, God. Oh! Oh, no.
So, I hit Filiana with a chancla and accidentally sent her into orbit. Filiana blasting off again. I don't know where we thought we had a tracking device on her, but I guess in the impact of wherever she fell.
What is this? I thought that was someone trying to make fun. Like what? Okay, never mind.
The tracker broke, so we don't know where Filiana is. I thought you installed the tracking device deep within her butt cheek. I don't know. She might have bounced too many times.
What?
I'm sorry, guys. But that's what.
Holy shit! Look how she has a huge head, bro. What is this? Her head looks like a Brussels sprout. Are you serious? Holy shit! What's up with
Really
VTubers and their big ass heads?
Filiana.
It looks fine when you look straight forward because it could just be hair, but it looks like it's almost like Squidward's head. To be honest, kind of.
Too hard. Okay, guys.
So yeah, obviously it was a little bit of a joke at the end of the day, you know, just saying that she chunked.
So this is just joking around. What's the big deal?
Her too hard, and I did think it was quite funny, right? Because of course there is the very obvious kind of not elephant in the room, but the obvious, you know, a lot of people have been watching this being like, oh, did she say something controversial again? Did she talk about ice again or whatever? And obviously she didn't, but again, I do think it's quite funny that she has kind of followed up with that. And a lot of people say, so what you're saying is
you judging James?
On Mars.
Yes.
But in reality, Filiana is still fine, right? Filian, we miss you. We will miss you forever. We miss her wherever Filian is. I hope she's okay. Is Filian the Zoro of VTubers then?
People really miss Filian, man.
And obviously, yeah, lots of people making jokes about it, right? And I do think that it is quite funny that
I'm pretty sure Chacha knows. But that's not something you want to be telling people. And that's fair, right? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's none of their business, you know? You don't have to be mean about it, but that's what it is. Fair.
Kind of commenting on it and talking about it because, you know, the big, what do you call it? The theory that has been going around whenever it comes to the ARG and her being missing is that she's going to return with some big VTuber debut or some kind of big VTuber, you know, project or just something.
That's what I think. I think the videos being removed and privated indicates probably something along the something related to a new sponsorship or cooperation with a company or organization or something like that, and she's just cleaning it up a little bit. It's a combination of a few things. Probably it's probably something like that, like a new project or you know what? And I think it's a good thing for every content creator or VTuber or whatever to do this every once in a while. Go through their old videos from the past year and kind of remove some of the one you weren't too happy with. You know, so like some of the maybe 3 years ago, you had some videos that were like they only got like 40 views or you don't or it doesn't really showcase you in the way you want to be shown anymore. You know, maybe you changed about certain things. You want to get rid of it. Yeah, I guess get rid of it. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be for any particular reason. But for someone as big as her, I'm assuming it has to do with some type of big project. And maybe it has a sponsorship attached to it. Or not even a sponsorship, like, like a company or organization attached to it. And maybe for the sake of making that transition easier, we just get rid of those videos. You know, I'm curious what kind of videos they are. Because that will probably give you guys a lot of insight into what's going on. If you look at specifically what kind of videos they are. Of course, that would take a lot of time and research, and they're private, so I don't know how you would find them now.
To do, you know, with a big kind of announcement, right? And again, many people have been speculating that, but there's also been many theories as well of people talking about the fact that maybe this will.
Do you think she might get a redesign?
She's just gone on a break. She kind of set this up, and she isn't actually going to be announcing anything in the future, which I also think would be quite funny too. Just essentially sending people on this like wild goose chase, and then essentially just being like, "Hey guys, I'm back. Yeah, I don't have any new news. I was just kind of tricking y'all." And that's about it. Which again, that would also be pretty funny. But I think there is something bigger behind this because, of course, Filian has never officially had a debut. So a lot of people think that this could finally be her debut, especially with stuff, for example, like her Twitter page. She's changed the bio. I'm pretty sure it's like something in training, and now it's changed to something else, which again I do think is actually very interesting because
whoa, what is it now? So it wasn't VTuber in training, it's something else now. I kind of want to find it. Let's go find what that is. Monkey, what's up, man? Welcome to the jam. So I just put Filian in. I'm trying to look for her right now. I feel like I've never actually looked for her on. Is this her? No, it's a fan page. Where do I find Filian's, Where is Filian's, Twitter? I just put Filian in the thing and just... Wow, it's been 2 years since Akira Toriyama passed away. That's crazy. Bro, I can't find it. Why can't I not find it? Why does it say fan page? Is this her? Guys, is this her? This isn't her, right? I'll pull it up. This is not her, right? Filian TV? I have no idea, guys. I've never looked for her before, so please don't be mad. I mean, it's got a lot of clips of her. Hey, yo. I better be careful. All right, anyways, I guess we'll look for it later. You don't know either? Yeah, I mean, hey, man, I guess we'll find out eventually what happened, so.
That does kind of suggest maybe there could be some kind of debut going on, and yeah, people obviously don't really, some people didn't really know the past about Filian and stuff. They don't really know exactly, the fact that this would be her first debut, because many people were saying, oh, maybe she'll re-debut.
What do you mean? What do you mean her first debut? What do you mean? Didn't she already do that? I mean, how is she on? I don't get it. How do debuts work with VTubers? Because I've seen people say re-debut and all this stuff, but I assume that she already did all that because she's been, doing her thing for a while, right? How do debuts work with VTubers?
Technically, she hasn't even in the first place. So again, it is technically a first debut. If you really think about it, despite how big she is and how much of an audience she's kind of picked out, right? He was saying we have a lost child. Be on the lookout for our lost little Filipino boy. That I think the impact of the hit broke the tracker. She was captured and sent to the Philippines. So obviously, some people still bringing it up and still kind of like referencing it, which honestly I think is fine, right?
Maybe it's an equipment issue. Maybe she broke her equipment. Is that what you're saying? Hold her still. I'm getting my chanclas. Oh my god, bro.
And obviously you said I feel like it's not true, and it still makes me worry about her. And yeah, a lot of people have been worrying, actually worrying, like outside of the jokes, because obviously what Chacha is saying is a joke. I mean, if you can guess,
yeah, obviously,
I don't think she can hit someone that hard, but maybe you didn't get that. But no, there has been people
the power of the chancla, man. Don't underestimate that. That's like a 500x multiplier. That's like becoming a Super Saiyan once you build one of those things. And forget it if you have two.
Genuinely worried that think that maybe something is up or something has happened to Filian. And I think the reactions from people like Chacha making jokes like this kind of tells you that it's fine, right? Because if something wasn't
guess that's
fine,
true.
I doubt she'd be making jokes like this.
Yeah, you're probably right. He makes a good point. It's probably not a big deal. Filian is lost. Wait, you found the X page? All right, let me grab it like real quick. Hold on a second. So what does it say? Oh, so her name is Filian is lost on Twitter. Cat girl. Oh, she's a cat? Okay. I don't know what she was. I didn't think she was a cat. And it says, want to make fan art? Filian is art, funny clips, Filian clips, FilianTV.com. Okay. Yeah, I don't see like the VTuber debut thing. Maybe that's what it is. Oh well, I'll just follow. Guess we'll find out. Oh look, there's Shy Lily there. Didn't we react to her before? I feel like we've seen clips of her in there, but we haven't really followed her. All right, anyways.
I'm talking about like, why she's away and whatever. I feel like, she's fine. I feel like there isn't anything going on apart from obviously the build up to what could be a new announcement, or even just
it's definitely a build up.
People are worried that this might be the end of Filian. People are worried that
why would it be
they
the
will
end?
Never see her again, and that this is actually just her fading out. That is it.
You know what? I would imagine if Filian came out and said she's retiring, it probably would be a big deal to a lot of people. It probably would be around the same kind of, and I could be wrong about this. I'm just a tourist after all, but I think it would hit people in the same kind of ilk as it did when Gura announced her retirement, because I heard that was quite tragic.
And there's not going to be some big comeback, but I do think, I just don't see any reason why she would, fully kind of erase everything and fully, go away, because I think it just doesn't make sense, right? This is obviously her career, and I feel like, maybe she wants to kind of, improve things. And again, she never said in the kind of actual like marathon thing at the end with the ARG kind of clips and things at the end of the stream. I don't think she ever mentioned like going away forever, right? She said like I'm going away for a while, but not not forever. So again, that is something to kind of point out. And again, she has been losing videos and stuff on her account. but I still think at the end of the day, it's nothing to be worried about, right? I feel like, you know, you're still fine. I feel like, you know, she's going to come back at some point, whether it's, you know, next week or whether it's in the next...
What? I just read that out loud! Oh, darn. Dang it, man. Oh, come on, bro. Oh, my God. You're not even here. You're not even here. Jail. All right. All right. Jail. You're not even here. You made me say words, okay? That's enough. That's enough reason to get sent to the Shadow Realm, okay? Oh my God.
2-3 months or so. You never know, right? And it could be even longer. It could be even shorter, right? And it's only for us to kind of like.
No one made you say, James. Shut up.
But I think with a lot of the kind of fading of her profile picture and with the kind of her deleting the video,
you were there. You saw it. You saw it.
Kind of build up to something, and you know we're pretty close to it being fully faded, at least the profile picture. So again, I do think that kind of hints at something that could be coming, and by the time this fully fades, you know, it will be there. And again, that makes me think that time is running out. Time is kind of you know, it's going to be soon. Something is going to happen, whatever that may be, whatever theory that you kind of get behind, right? But hey, you know, we'll have to see.
Right? No.
And, of course, I'm very excited to see what Filian has in store for whenever she comes back. Because, again, if you are worrying about this, don't worry. It's fine. It should be fine. Again, I'm not like 100% certain, but, you know, I feel like there is some kind of strategic you know, plan behind this. It's not just like her.
Yeah, it's a strategy, of course.
I feel like if she was to actually fully graduate and never do anything, she would probably make a big spectacle out of it and a big event out of it.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like she would pretend to blow up a whole building or something in ChatGPT, not in ChatGPT, but in VR chat. I don't know, something like that. Something arrestable. Yeah, I just feel like she would finish off with something mad arrestable. You know, do a backflip and then like the planet explodes or something. You just want excuses to jail people for your mistakes? Whoa. That's the wrong government. This you're talking about some other government? That's not me. I don't arrest people willy-nilly, okay? I am a functioning human being who thrives on the power of justice. All right.
Like an ARG thing that people should find out, but more so
relax.
You know, an actual goodbye kind of thing. But that is not the case, right? I feel like it is going to be a you know, just her first debut, right? Which again, I'm very excited for. If that is the case, or if not, and you know, she ends up tricking all of us and nothing actually happens. So she could pull a Nikado avocado and like just troll the hell out of us and get us with a huge like just jam us pretty hard with some type of joke, right? It was me the whole time. I don't know. That's also fine too, because obviously people just want to see more content.
That's not what he sounds like, by the way.
Yeah, I did find this quite funny, obviously, with it being related to the previous drama and all of that kind of stuff about her last talk about where Filian was. And yeah, it seems that we have that little bit of an update on her, I guess, right? And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameSups, use my code Kaza, get 10% off again.
Random comment. I actually like his thumbnails a lot. I think I want to copy his thumbnails. Justice? Sure. You shut up. You know I'm about justice and liberty and all that stuff, but you gotta follow rules or jail, all right? That's all I asked for. Anyways, that's it for now. All right, so now we got a good idea about... Wait. We'll put this on. Yep, so now we've heard the story of what happened with Filian and maybe got a little bit of detective work in order to figure out what really happened. So get to work on it, guys. All right? Stop planting beacons and get to work on this. What happened to Filian? When she does come back, let me know. All right? We'll really appreciate if you could do that for your boy. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notifications, and I'll see you all next time. Take care of yourself, get plenty of rest, and as always, stay out of jail.